My name's David. I'm homeless.
Basically, we are online on the crowdfunding tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, so people can actually buy the book.
You've been waiting on this a long time, and it quite possibly might be your only chance. Tell me about the first time you pointed a gun at someone. So much is happening that something big is going to happen, and I'm like, yeah.
Let me see what I'm doing. Okay. That's a very good idea. Oh. Oh. Come on. I try to be gone relatively early, and I don't come back till late. I'd make sure there's no mess. I don't make a noise while I'm here. I think I've been here off and on about 3 years now. Right. This way.
After you filmed me for the first time, and people were asking me questions about that, why is these two people following me around with a camera? I told them. And then I was coming to the completion of the book, and when I heard that the filming was going to be on TV, people were interested. Have you thought about getting your book published? I hadn't, to be honest with you. But people started showing some interest. People started thinking that this was a viable project, that this might help get me out of my situation. And the project kind of just exploded.
I was looking through the chapters that you sent me.
Yeah.
My suggestion is that we take a bit of the conversation with the woman at the bus station.
Right, yeah.
And then actually the flashback to 20 years ago.
So drop out the whole aftermath of the robbery at the bus station, at the train station, and leave that.
Yeah,
I understand it. Yeah.
Vi er lige ved at gennemgå de ting, som Dave har skrevet, sådan at der bliver en fin fortælling på tirsdag i 3 dele, som opsummerer hans liv, fortæller om nogle af de ting, der er sket i det, og som ligesom kan give de folk, der er der, en fornemmelse af, hvad der er i bogen. I think we can make it from here. The place was small enough to here. Depends on how fast you read.
It depends on how comfortable I am with the audience.
Should you just try and read it out loud to me, and I'll actually time it. Just take your time and remember that even though most Danes understand English, we need
I understand.
Yeah. Okay.
The place was small enough to avoid the legal restrictions on smoking, so I took out my book, poured my beer and lit a cigarette. 10 minutes later, excuse me, are you English?
That's true.
TV on Tuesday. I was well insulated and no one paid attention to me.
He refers to your dad. And
Oh, right. Yeah, stepfather, yeah. So before I left, I told them, nice doing business with you, which was unacceptably cocky. Robbery was one thing, but don't take the piss. As I've been told in the past, I have a flair for the dramatic, which frequently backfires.
They don't come to judge, they don't come to criticize, they actually come because they hope they will have a good night. So you can be completely relaxed. They like you already.
I collect bottles on average 6 to 7 hours early week, but during the later weeks I'm going to kick it up to between 8 to 10. The bottles have basically been my only source of income for 4 and now coming into the 5th year. I'm just going in here for what I guess you'd call it a job interview, as a guide. homeless people, showing people the city from their perspective. Mikkel Jakobsen? Cool.
Welcome.
Back.
Here you go. I couldn't find the one in English.
It's okay. I can read
You
it. It's
can
fine.
read
It's just speaking it I have problems with.
Okay. It's the places you visit on a power to walk.
Okay.
Yeah. One day we had 150 people out.
Okay.
Going a power to walk. And then I have this one too. That's the newest. How many homeless people there is in Denmark and. Nøgletal, just look it through.
Yeah, I'll just at least get the highlights and.
Yeah. The 28 or the 29.
Either or both. I'm not bothered. All right.
Super. Thank you.
Appreciate you giving the call. That'll be something that'll be interesting to do. I have a job. I'm saying yes and to a lot more things that I would have considered myself even capable of 12 months ago. I go, yeah, you want to put a camera in front of me? Fine. You want to make me stand up in front of the mayor and a bunch of people? Yeah. You want me to take strangers on a horse and tell them about it from a homeless perspective? Let's do it. You want to publish your book? Why not? Great idea. Let's do some fundraising. Great. Why me? Why now? You know, just. When I was 14, my mother and stepfather were running, in English we call it an off-license, a liquor store. And there was some, shall we say, irregularities in the accounts and in the stock. So Mike asked for my help, basically to fake a burglary. I mean, as he said, you don't want mummy to go to jail, do you? Obviously not. So I helped. That kind of broke any kind of moral qualms I might have had about it. Second time, pay some bills, get a new place. Okay. That was the next, pushed my moral boundaries a little bit further. And within 6 months, you didn't even have to convince me anymore, just ask. And that was it. I was a thief. Slowly but surely, I became the kind of guy that could walk out of a car across the road and into a bank and point a gun at innocent people. I didn't think of them as people. They were just people working in an institution, and I didn't identify with them. We started my criminal career together. We split somewhere in the middle, but we came together at the end. He was actually driving the car that was my getaway car, and I was in when they stopped us and arrested me. I got 8 years, he got 7. I'm also to Rickerby to discuss with Tommy, my theatre guy. It's basically, as well as reading from the book, Tommy's going to be asking some questions around the book, the story of the book, maybe questions that arise from the passage I've just read from.
Basically, we are online on the crowdfunding tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. We're going to have some iPads and stuff like that, so people can actually buy the book.
Cool.
As soon as we're done with it.
Yeah.
And people can also go and share the event and stuff like that. Målet er at indsamle 35.000 kroner sammen, så vi kan hyre en professionel engelsksproget redaktør, som kan gå Daves bog igennem med en tættekam og sørge for, at den får en kronologi, som er bogen værdig, og at vi har nogle midler til at trykke bogen for. We need to give them the story. So I'll go on for actually.
I can survive without a roof over my head. I can survive without the flat and the job. But I can only survive. I can only do it if it's in the process of the dream. It's a summation of of my life. All right.
As I see it, for you, it's also a preparation to actually socialize with people.
Yeah, that's.
If I 8 months ago and said to you, by the way, on Friday you're going to stand with with maybe this lady you have met briefly down in the basement, and you're gonna rehearse. You have said,
yeah, I mean,
shoot me in the knee.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, I couldn't have done this actually. I knew nothing about Denmark, which meant I wasn't likely to meet anybody who I knew or who did the things I used to do. You know, if I'd gone to France or Spain, I would have been tripping over English criminals. Greece even, or Italy. But Denmark? Who the hell's going to look for me here? Could be an e-book, soft cover, and a slightly encourage other people to shop, yeah.
There's going to be Dave reading, there's going to be musicians playing, and the mayor is going to talk.
But the guy's got me into his schedule, and I expected I'm going to his place, you know, his campaign headquarters. Yeah. You know? I would have been happy with just, you know, maybe a few people down here, you know, but no, I'm getting, you know.
Jeg synes oprigtigt, at han fortjener det. Jeg synes, at vi kan hurtigt blive enige om, at han måske ikke altid har været det perfekte menneske. Vi kan blive enige om, at han har gjort ting, som han åbenlyst fortryder i dag, og som han taler om af fortrydelse. Men jeg synes oprigtigt, at han er et af de mennesker, jeg har mødt, der virkelig fortjener mulighed for at kunne arbejde sig tilbage til verden.
Whatever happens with this is going to be a turning point in my life. Yeah. Things are going to happen to me. Yeah. Not exactly clear exactly what's going to happen, but I am totally 100% convinced that my life is going to change pretty rapidly, pretty significantly, right? And now is a good time to wrap up the past in the book before I move on to the next story, the next part of my story, which might result in a different book. But I think this is now a nice time to bring everything to a conclusion, tie it all up, and go. You want to know how I got to this? Read that, and it'll answer all your questions. This bag is the basic. As you can see, this is the one that gets. If there is any snow, this is the one that gets it. The other bag. Set my alarm. I won't be cold in about 5 minutes, no. I don't know how many years I've got left on this planet, but at the age of 46 is probably less than I've got behind. So let's try and do something with them. It might be the best years of my life. Right, see you later, guys. I was crippled with it this morning, and last night I didn't get much sleep. I was just like, could not convince myself on any level that this was going to be a smart move for me to make. I don't know who's going to be there, don't know how many, if anyone. Don't really, you know, try not to think about that. And it's just, I guess this is my first kind of like official going out in front of the public. You know, this is me, this is what I've been doing. Here you go. I guess at the back of my mind, it's like, there's been so many cancellations, so many things talked about that was going to happen that didn't. The fact that actually something is going to happen means it's like, yeah, go, do it. You know, this has been, you've been waiting on this a long time, and it quite possibly might be your only chance. Whoa. All for me. I don't think there's going to be like hundreds of people stood up in the corner because we're going to run out of seats, but I think we're going to be okay. And it's not the quantity of the audience, it's the quality of the audience. Yeah, I mean,
Nu vil jeg gerne have, tage rigtig godt imod Dave, for nu kommer han herop.
man, the last time I saw this many people in one room, all focused on me, was at York Crown Court. That was a tough audience, and I died that day. Ironically, I'm going to be covering much of the same material as it came out in court. I'm hoping for a far more positive reaction. Tell me about your first time. I raised my eyebrows. That story would take longer to tell than the original act. She laughed. Not that first, your first robbery. Tell me about the first time you pointed a gun at someone. Actually, that's two separate events. I decided to tell about one of the jobs I got caught for as if it was my first. I've actually taken longer to write it than I serve for the crimes that I write about in it. If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have bothered starting it. Both the crimes and the book, for that matter.
Så, nu bliver jeg ligesom sådan en amerikansk metodistkirke. Nu skal jeg pengene op af lommen, og nu sender jeg min kur rundt. Fordi der skal ikke være nogen hemmelighed om, at grunden til, at vi er samlet i dag, er jo fordi, at vi skal hjælpe Dave med at opfylde den her drøm om at udgive den her bog. Fra 250 kroner til 500 kroner, så får man en signeret bog. Man kan selv vælge, vil jeg give 250 for den, eller mener jeg, at den er 500 kroner værd. Udgangspunktet er, at vi skal nå at rejse de her penge på 49 dage, og hvis vi ikke nåede vores mål, så bliver pengene returneret til jer. Det I jo også kan lige nu, det er, at I kan også gøre det. Jeg har en iPad her, jeg tror Sune har en iPad et eller andet sted, hvis jeg har en smartphone, og så kan vi lige skyde den her kampagne i gang.
My mother's had some reservations about my behaviour over the years. Well, she did have. So things that she didn't care for. But there's one thing she never lost, was a belief that I could be successful at something if I only found what that was and focused on it and get it. And this book will be me going, you were right. You were damn right. You had faith when no one else did. And even though you're not here to see it, it's done. I want to thank Aarhus. It's been very good to me. I hope I haven't embarrassed it. Time for you to come. Thanks. Oh,
You were awesome.
it was better. It went better than I expected. Yeah.
Very good.
Very nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
We're good, Dave.
Think that? That's good.
It was such a good.
Thank you.
It went really well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll see you outside.
Yeah, we'll be around. Yeah. So that's it. Okay.
Jeg har gået hele dagen med hjertet op i halsen og været, hvordan kommer det til at gå, og slet ikke kunne være i det, altså, fordi at man jo selvfølgelig bliver investeret i det, altså, og det har været op og ned med det her projekt, men altså, man må sige, at han virkelig trækker igennem.
Vi snakker om en mand, der for 10 måneder siden ikke snakkede med fremmede, og hvor man kunne ligesom få en samtale, som ikke handlede om andet end en kop kaffe eller noget, så skulle der gå flere måneder til, at vi i dag, der står han, hvad ender der med at være, 70, 80, 90 mennesker måske, hvor halvdelen han måske, eller mere, han aldrig har set før. Det var nok de færreste, jeg tror også ham selv inklusiv, der havde regnet med, at det var det, der ville ske for 10 måneder siden.
I'm ready to. I can deal with it now. In a way that I wouldn't have been, say, 12 months ago. I think I'm ready for it, and I think there's so much is happening that something big is going to happen, and I'm like, yeah. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know if I got words for it. It's just like, whoa. I mean, the chairs were full. There was people standing at the back. That was I filled that joint. Yeah. And I'm gonna.
It's a joint which is for rent. Maybe you can actually take it over on a permanent basis, eh?
Yeah, maybe I will. Yeah, maybe I will. I'll make that, do like regular readings, work in progress. Yeah, I don't know. There's all kinds of things that can happen now. Tell me.
Exactly. Everything can happen.
waiting for my first customers on my first walk. I went out yesterday and again this morning to walk over the route. I'm kind of nervous, but I think that's good. A little stage fright keeps you sharp. I don't think anyone is expecting me to be some kind of super professional. Are we all here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get started. My name's David. I'm homeless. Have been for a few years now, and I'm going to be your guide for the day, show you a horse from a different aspect, the kind of tour guide that the tourist information office wouldn't provide. Contact house. The clue is in the title. That's what it is. Basically, most people don't choose or think they're ever going to end up in this situation, and when everything goes apart, well, they don't know where to go. If your life is already falling apart, you're dealing with other issues as well. Sometimes you can just go, I can't deal with that. And basically what they're trying to do here is show you that, well, sit down, we'll do it. Yeah, you messed up. Yeah, you've got problems. Yeah, all that is true. But you're still worth working with, you're still worth working for. You know, I'm not as young as I used to be, so my kind of warming up period is longer than it used to be. You know, I don't want to be out here too often. Thank you for, you know, like I said, this was my first time, and appreciate, you're a good audience.
No, that's good.
Thank you. I think I was a lot more fluent and a lot more open, and that was a very positive experience, and yeah, I'm definitely going to do that again. I'm off to see my friends and hang out with them, see what the children have got for Christmas. Does that bell actually work? Hang on. Small people. Hi, kids.
Hi.
I come bearing gifts. But it's cheaper than the piano. Oh! It ain't in this, sir.
Before it gets completely diluted out.
Yeah. Before they break you totally. Timmy, no, we don't do it like that.
No.
You know, it would be, you know, at least interesting.
Then it's that. No, these bits come out.
With one. So less than 6 days, we have another 9,000 krona. I'm starting again at the beginning. And I really don't want to do that.
It's just this. If this was 50 days, you'd get there easy.
I'm not depressed by it. You know, it's 6 days, but we are going to have to raise about 1,500 a day for the next 6 days, and that's going to be a lot of money. As a new year clock is ticking, I'm going to be alongside it, but I'm going to be watching that, thinking, come on. We were getting closer and closer, but the clock was ticking. I wanted to try to stay optimistic, try to stay confident that we were going to do it and everything, but it was like, are we going to do this? And it was basically really within the last few hours that we got that extra just to push us over. Damn, we actually got it! Now I can get excited. We've now finally got the money. Awesome! It's now February the 26th. The book is supposed to be out March the 15th, and we've got nothing. I have a manuscript, I don't have anything else. And Tommy's not talking to me. I don't know what's going on. I should be looking forward. I should be feeling good about this. Happy that I did it and I got the chance to do it and I did the best with it. I'm feeling none of that right now. Nothing.
Vi arbejder på at få Daves bog ud så hurtigt som overhovedet muligt. Men der er ingen tvivl om, at hvis det lyspunkt, man har i sit liv, det er, at man skal udgive en bog, så er det dødfrustrerende, at bogen ikke bare kommer ud, så man får den drøm opfyldt. Men det er en del af en længere proces. Det har været væsentligt sværere at finde en engelsksproget redaktør, som er bosiddende i Danmark. Bogen har solgt 234 eksemplarer på nuværende tidspunkt, hvis du ser på, hvordan folk har købt den. Så altså man kan sige, før den første bog er trykt, er vi godt på vej. Der er altså over 200 solgte eksemplarer, og nu er det bare, at vi skal gå fra fundingen til shippingen. Det vil sige, at bogen skal redigeres, og den skal trykkes, og så skal den forhåbentlig lande i folks postkasser før sommerferien.
I'm so tired right now, which is one of the reasons why I was getting so stressed with the delays and not knowing what's going on. Mostly because I want this. I want this out before I finally break. Is that my clock? The biggest thing that's come out of all of this is that I know now I have to make. My life is going to be moving. It could be backwards, it could be forwards, but it's not going to stay like this. And that at the moment is predominantly kind of scary. It's slightly exciting, and to a certain extent, kind of fun. It's I'm 48 years of age. I didn't think there was an awful lot left about me to discover. I was wrong. Apparently, there's a lot more. There is a lot more about me to discover. I didn't think I could ever do this. I'd always wanted to write, but I never thought it would actually succeed. I never thought I'd get anybody interested in it or get anyone to be supportive or enthusiastic about it. I didn't think I could attract that kind of backup. Turns out I can. Very odd.
The first time I saw you, I was thinking, oh no, not another bum. I mean, I do work in a bar out there.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys show up. And, you just ordered a coffee. I thought, all right, that was a nice change of pace. And, you just kept coming back and, Frederick started talking about you, parts of who you were and what you'd done. And I thought, well, there's a great opportunity to actually have an interesting conversation. Jeg blev kontaktet af Tommy, som var tilknyttet det her projekt, og hørte, at der var problemer med editoren, mere eller mindre. Og jeg fandt ud af, at jeg havde tid at bruge på det, og følte, at jeg kunne gøre det. Og Dave var med på den. Og så tænkte jeg, at det ville være en fed måde at hjælpe på.
People ask me, how true is this? It's a combination of people, places and things, but the attitude and the atmosphere, that's true. I had to kind of deal with the ghosts of my past in a way that was kind of interesting and fun to read and not too off-putting.
Jeg synes, det er en spændende bog. Og jeg synes, at den er spændende, fordi den kører på både på, at det er en god krimi, og på, at det er et alternativt indblik på dansk kultur, som jeg også synes er en vigtig ting at få med. Og det er begge to aspekter, som er vigtige for Dave også.
I've basically taken England and dumped it in Denmark and mixed it with what is now my Danish life. And it's schizophrenic, and the connection and the leap from one to the other is a difficult one to make. It's a difficult one to live. In that chair, okay. Yeah. I didn't know you could actually do that, but go on. Yeah, I've just decided what I'm going to spend my first royalty check on. So getting an apartment or somewhere to live, or even clothes or food. I want to buy this chair off you. Yeah. I swore, I'm not having this haircut until the book comes out. I had hoped it was earlier than it had turned out to be, so I was just like, no. When the book comes out, then I'll get the haircut. I want this chair with like a table there, so I can put the laptop on, and I can just be massaging right at the same time. I'm good. You know,
That's what you can do.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't, you know, my life will have reached its peak, its pinnacle by that stage. Right. Oh.
Don't need to sleep on the floor.
Nah.
So where do you live now? Still?
I still live in the same place. Yeah. But I mean, I've still carried on doing what I normally do, even with the book coming out. It's like, you know, exactly. You know, I still have to do my day-to-day. As I keep telling people, I haven't actually cashed any royalty checks yet. You know, I haven't actually received any money from this for myself. No. So until such time as that happens, and how much that is, I'm still keeping going and still doing my thing.
So are you excited? Stupid question.
Actually, not that stupid. I am now. Yeah. I wasn't. I was trying to fight back being excited, say a week or two ago. Yeah. I was, because it's like there've been so many delays and problems with it. Yeah. I was thinking, no, don't get excited again, because if you get let down. But now, you know, once it went to the printer and actually got the confirmation of the order, and then Mikhail told me about the reception. Yeah. And now it's when now I am. And you know, the posters, now I am on the Facebook. Yeah, now I am officially excited by this. Yeah.
So this one, I need to.
Yeah, just yeah. Beginning to look like Tom Jones.
Okay.
Yeah. Try not to wait 2 years before I do it again. You know, marking my life away by haircuts.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Thank you. Right. Today's a big day. This is not a publicity walk, this is not a fodral, this is me actually doing the book. This is actually, it's now going to happen. I've got people coming and media coming. This is really the day that I've been waiting for over a year now, and I am terrified. Right, let's go cash in and get paid for my work. Okay. I still have my day-to-day to do. Been doing this for about 6 years now. This is actually my job. This is what I do. The writing is a hobby. Hopefully it will replace this, but I'm not going to expect that. Right, let's go buy breakfast. Let me. Always wanted to write, And now I think I got sufficient stories, a sufficient command of my language to be able to do that. And that's what they are, they're stories. I'm a storyteller. I'm not a writer in the intellectual sense of the term. I just tell stories, people. I don't do what I describe anymore. I haven't done for over 20 years. This is really me talking about what I used to be. It's not in any way any reflection of what I am now. It was, but it is a fair description of what it was then. But it was a long time ago. It came out of a set of circumstances which no longer exist, and relationships that I no longer have. I've built up a new world, a new life. I don't want to do it anymore, and I'm too old for it anyway. I'm going up to do my first interview in Danish, and I am not looking forward to it, because my spoken Danish is horrible.
Det hjemløse liv, du har i Aarhus, hvordan er det?
Det er ikke en liv, jeg skal recommend. Jeg har ikke tænkt, at jeg skriver bogen som hjemløs. Jeg er hjemløs, som skriver bogen. It was odd. I didn't actually realise I could do that. That's the most Danish I've spoken probably all year. That was, man, I hope they don't expect me to keep on doing that, because that was difficult. But it did actually in a way keep me disciplined. I didn't ramble or go off in tangents. I had to keep it on track and on the subject. So I don't know, maybe for discipline wise, actually speaking Danish might be a good idea.
There was times when I was deeply frustrated, but it don't matter now. Today, I don't really care. Today, I am happy with it. It's out. It's real now. It's not, oh, I'm writing a book. I've written a book. It's oh, I'm going to publish a book. I've published a book.
Whoa! I got 2 pairs. Whoa! Just come down here and seeing all these people and seeing all the books in the boxes and the posters. It's a really good dream.
First and foremost, of course, congratulations. Jeg ved, du forstår dansk.
Ja, jeg forstår det fint, okay.
Tale på dansk, men det er altså stærkt. Jeg har glædet mig rigtig meget til at være her i dag. De første par gange, jeg mødte dig, det var nede på Rigsrets, hvor du sad over i hjørnet og drak kaffe og lavede research. Jeg ville gerne støtte op. Jeg ville gerne være med, dengang vi for godt et år siden
holdt til vores crowdfunding lancering. Så sagde power to work, så er det godt, at vi sagde, oh yeah, I'm on.
Thank you. I'm standing out here alone, but no, I'm not, actually. You're all actually behind me. You all have been. This started off as just something to kill some hours when I'm not out on the streets. Just writing some stuff out of my head. And then someone goes, hey, let's do a book. And I'm going like, yeah, whatever. Who's going to want to read? Who's going to... Dude, what part of homeless Flaskasander makes you think that I can afford to get a book out? All right? But then Tommy comes over with the crowdfunding idea and makes it happen. And I'm going like, nah, come on. Is this optimism I'm feeling? And suddenly, Mikkel gets in touch because he saw me on TV. And I'm doing poverty walks on Fodral. And I'm like, okay, what happened to my life? What happened to the weirdo with no name sat in the corner drinking the coffee? All right? You helped write the story. You helped write my story. Thank you for making it such an interesting one. Thank you for making it so fun. Tak for alt.
Jeg tænker, at bogen langt om længe er ude, og det er Dave glad for, det er vi glade for, det er alle glade for. Det her projekt har handlet om, at Daves bog skal udgives, og det er den nu. Processen er der lang, og der har været op- og nedture, men det vigtigste i hele den her proces er jo faktisk egentlig, at Daves bog er færdig.
And I hope you can tell all your party members what an awesome read it is.
Certainly will.
Yeah. That's an actual conversation. Thank you.
Palette. Right. I'm signing books, having fun, talking to people. This is awesome. This is... Because of this, other people have like, oh, this is great. Can you come talk to us? Can you like come down here and can you know, one thing has led on to another thing that led on to another thing. This is book one of the trilogy. This story isn't over yet. This story isn't over, mine isn't over, and I hope to have a really good ending for you all. Cheers. Put that there. Obviously, you know, I would like to improve my living situation. This has been okay, but it's not something I want to be doing for very much longer. Right. One of the side effects of this, if it does do well, I can start improving the quality of my life. I can get some new glasses, a new phone, a new computer, one that actually works properly. Maybe even see a dentist. And yeah, maybe it will be nice not to freeze over the winter. You know, I've seen other writers in like bookstores and everything like that. They've got a queue of people all waiting up and signing the books, and I don't know. I guess that just I never really thought that far. But it was really strange. Just to like you know there was a queue. You know, one stage there was a queue of people waiting. You know, I want 2 copies. I want a copy. I want like oh you've already ordered them. You know, just ticking them off the list and so, who do I sign it to? And I felt like a real writer then. I was like, whoa, this is what it's like. I kind of enjoyed it. I like that bit. That was, you know, I just wanted this whole thing to be a fun thing to do. You know, I'm not looking at any major financial success. I don't expect that. I would like it, but I don't expect it. You know, but I just wanted to do this fun thing and something successful, something productive. You know, book 2's already written. All it needs to be done is edited. Book 3 is virtually finished. There's very little of that left to do. Then we get that edited, so the work's there. So if this thing takes off, I'm ready for it. You know, I got the material, I got the books waiting. You know, but even if it doesn't, I'll still do the writing. It's you know, I've enjoyed the whole thing, so I'm going to keep on doing it. It's a fun thing to do. The general feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. This is actually the second magazine or newspaper that I was on the cover of. I also made the front page of Aarhus Stiftende, who also gave me a very good review, 5 out of 6 stars, so I was quite pleased with that. It hasn't turned me into an overnight bestseller, but I've sold a few hundred copies and we're also available now on Kindle, if you wish to download.